just come on to talk about nail cutting, having a bit of a recap on it. Questions that I often get asked. Two questions are, how soon should my dog have its nails cut when it's a puppy? And the other one is, how often should my dog's nails be cut? So dogs can start having their nails cut at the same time when they can start being groomed, which is after their first puppy vaccinations. And in fact, dogs should see a groomer the minute they've had their first puppy vaccination set. So that's usually around sort of 8 to 12 weeks old, where they'll have their first vaccination, and about a week or two later they'll have their second one. And it's after that second one where they're good to go. Even if you don't think the dog's nails need doing, or you don't think the dog's hair needs grooming or cutting, it's the experience about seeing the groomer. You don't have to have a full haircut. Deshedding dogs, believe it or not, will have deshedding going on at that age. To be fair, hair cutting dogs do need cutting at that age. It's usually the owners that can't bear to part with the fur or lose the puppy look. But a bath and a little tidy, with the experience of seeing a groomer, and certainly the nails, should be done as early as possible, and then quite regular until the dog is one, even if you've got no intentions of grooming it properly thereafter, which obviously I don't recommend. But if you're going to do something, at least give the dog a chance in its first year of life. So how often do nails need cutting? It depends on the dog. Dogs weight bear differently to other dogs. It's a very individual thing. Ask somebody who knows what they're doing. Don't try to do it yourself at home. Not sure what all that's about, that you think you're going to buy a set of nail clippers, cheap blunt ones from the shop, and you're going to have a bash at home, and then your dog's going to really hate the experience. You're not going to do it properly. You don't have a qualification in it. You've not spent £10,000 and spent 5 years learning how to do it. You've literally just gone to the shop and bought a cheap pair, and you think you know what you're doing. Really bad idea that, because then you're either not going to cut enough off, or you're going to cut too much off, and you're going to give your dog a bad experience. Please stop doing that. Another thing that gets me a little bit miffed is when people ask my advice and then they just don't take it. I'm not really preachy, you know, each to their own, do as you please kind of thing, take it or leave it. However, I've got nearly 2 decades of experience with this. I'm an expert at nails. I've done thousands and thousands of nails. I used to cut nails for charity. I did 200 in one day at one point for a charity day once. I know nails well. What miffs me is, like today, somebody approached me when I was out and said, oh, my puppy's 6 months. Not really a puppy at 6 months anymore, technically. My puppy's 6 months. When can it start having its nails done? Oh, it should already have had them done by now. Yeah, you really should get them done. I didn't have a chance to see the growth of the nail. The nails are probably overgrown by then anyway. But just for the experience, you know. Oh, my dog's still really nervous, so I'm still training my dog. I think I'll leave it. Really bad idea. Really bad idea. When are you going to leave it until? Do you think it's going to get even less nervous as it gets older and it's full grown? Do you expect to bring your fully grown dog to a groomer and risk your groomer being bitten or scratched and put your dog through stress because you didn't think it was a good idea to get it done just yet? Training your dog as a puppy when you're at home or when you're in the street with other dogs is a completely different process to training your dog to being handled by a groomer or vet. Please, please, please do your dogs a favour and take them as early as possible and frequently when they are young, so they get used to it. Then there's none of this drama from when the dogs turn into an adult. There's just no dramas because dogs are used to it. And not only that, if dogs' nails are left to grow and overgrow, you deform the feet. You'll see a lot of dogs that never go to a groomer. They've got like twisted toes and stuff where they're deformed, and the legs are out of sync where they've been left to deform. It's really important when your dog's young that the bones form properly. So if you're not going to bother doing anything after age 1, at least do it from day dot till 1, you know. I just thought I'd come on and have that little rant. Take it or leave it.